Whether you're cutting your own or buying it by the cord, you want to get the most out of your firewood. I've got 6 less known but effective ways to get the most out of your firewood, your wood stoves, saving you time and money. Let me know what your favorites are in the comments. A way to get more efficiency out of your wood stove is with a geothermal air supply. Now that might sound more complicated or expensive than it actually is. Let me show you our very simple yet effective setup. As your fire burns, it pulls in air looking for oxygen. This creates a vacuum in your house. Now that vacuum is going to be filled up by little cracks and gaps, which will give your house a cold and drafty feeling. Or you can provide a way for that air to be made up, just like this pipe right here does for our house. Now you can see that it's 29 or so degrees out here. And this thing is 72 feet long. It runs up here just a couple of feet underground. And it goes into our basement. And as it's running up here, it is getting warmed up slightly by the ground, which is that geothermal quality. This means that any of the air coming in is going to be slightly warmer. Oh, I gotta fix that door. Than what it is outside. And let's see exactly. I got my thermometer here, and it's going up rapidly, but you can see that the air coming up is 42, and this is only 30. Coming up through that pipe is a passive geothermal. It's just filling that vacuum of all the air that's going up the chimney, and you can see it blowing right here. This system even works in the summer because as the house is hot, it will actually pull in cool and drier air into the house. Now, if I were doing this again from the beginning, I would put 2 pipes in because they're relatively cheap and I want to get as much easy flow as air as possible to make up that difference. So by providing a make-up air system like this, you're gonna get more efficiency out of your wood stove. Another way that you can get a little bit more efficiency out of your wood stove is to add some water to the top. Right here I've got 3 vessels for water. These are 2 old teapots, and then this is actually designed for wood stoves. It's cast iron and it has a little base on the bottom, so it won't make that boiling, groaning noise. These 2 units are not for tea, they're just for water. They got water in them, and you can see how that will add humidity to your house. Now that makeup air is usually dry. Now watch your humidograph and see when the humidity drops and add it back in on top of your wood stove, which will make your house feel warmer. Just like adding water to rocks in a sauna, this will make your house feel warmer. Humidity. Another way that you can get just a little bit more efficiency out of your wood stove is by cleaning your glass. Not only does it give you a little extra heat, but it also looks beautiful. The glass actually serves as a way of getting heat out of your wood stove, and you can feel the difference by holding your hand in front of the side and in front of the glass. That's why your cat and your wife will want to be in front of the glass because that's where there's a lot of heat. I am going to clean this up and get rid of all of that soot that's in here and the ash that's on the glass. Cleaning the glass in your wood stove is pretty easy. I just use some heavy duty glass cooktop cleaner. You can see how dirty this is. So there's a lot of dirt on here, liquid pasty stuff. And then I get it all over one side, and you can see the improvements right there. I mean, right before your eyes. We're going to call that a mission accomplished.
Right here.
Right
in front.
here.
Right there.
Yeah, right there.
Where the glass is.
Yeah, it's a lot hotter here.
Does that feel good, buddy? Another way that you can get more efficiency out of your wood stove is to use some heat sinks. I'm out here in the studio because I do this actually all the time when I'm working out here, because under my desk it gets cold. I can use these steel plates to put the heat down by my feet. I've got a thermal camera here, and these are 2 steel plates. Got a piece of cardboard on top so I don't burn my feet, and they're about 75 degrees coming through the cardboard, about 80, 83. They've been down there for an hour and a half, and I'm going to rotate those up to here where I have 200 plus degree steel plates and put these down by my feet. So this is a way of transporting that thermal energy down to where you need it. So that lasts over an hour and a half. These will easily get hot. In that time, they'll get hot much faster than they'll cool down. That way I'll have nice warm feet while I'm working out here on the computer editing this video. Having dry firewood is also really important for efficiency in your wood stove. If the wood is wet, it's going to take some of that energy, some of that heat to evaporate the water. So what I do is I have tarps. I bring them all the way down because it gets driving rain, driving snow. I live in a very wet and humid climate. I actually have to take the tarps off during dry spells to let the moisture out of the wood and then cover them back up. Otherwise, they'll just get all filled with fungi and nastiness in there. Over here, I'll rotate my wood in. So the wood that's in the front is on the drier side. I like my wood to be under 20%. A little woodshed like this is also really nice because I don't have to redo my tarps every time I need to get a little wood. So you've heard about seasoning, but you also need to have dry firewood. I also like to have kindling added right into my stacks so I don't have to muck around trying to find kindling. I can just fill up my bins and build a fire. So dry wood. The 6th way of getting the most efficiency out of your wood stove and your firewood is by capturing some of the wasted heat that's going out the chimney and putting it into your domestic hot water for showers and washing. I'm doing that right now with this fire. I'm not losing any of the heat into my living space, nor do I have any dangerous, ugly pipes in my living space. If you're interested in that, check out this one right here. Please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.